Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet a jewelry designer who is extremely philanthropic. Bead Crazy Shannon is just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So I don't remember every single intern I ever worked with at Fox 4, but I do remember one. Shannon Osborne. She touched my heart because she's just so full of life. Every room she enters becomes brighter, and she's doing that now through her jewelry. Shannon Osborne, better known as Bead Crazy Shannon, is in the house. How are you?
I'm great, Jeff. It is so good to see you again and being on this side of the camera instead of the opposite side. So it's been a joy, and thank you for your mentorship throughout the years.
Absolutely. Well, let's start at the very beginning.
Yeah.
When did you first know you had a talent when it comes to jewelry?
Well, I believe every little girl likes to make bracelets. They get string. Well, one time I had a neighbor who gave me a bead kit, and she sold at craft shows, and I was so excited. I took the kit, I made 2 bracelets, and I was like, you have to sell these in your show. And she took both of them, and then when she came back, she handed me $1 because one of them sold, and the rest was history. I was 11 years old at that time, and now 30 years later, I've expanded, I'll say.
It's pretty bold to go from hobby to business.
Yes.
Were you stepping out on a limb there?
Yes, I've always had like a full-time job and did this as like my creative outlet. But I really took a leap of faith this year to leave my full-time job to really tap into my God-given talents. And it has just been like a dream come true. And, they say that, when you do something that you love, it doesn't feel like work. And I can, spend a lot of time making, creating, fixing, repairs, and just coming up with new designs, and then also creating partnerships that allow jewelry to help people tell a story.
Absolutely. She has a beautiful website. We're going to pull up the website, and as we scroll down the website, one of the things I was impressed with is you tell everybody where you're going, and you're exhibiting all over the place, aren't you?
Yes. Not only am I in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but I also do shows in El Paso. So I've got the Junior League Christmas Fair, and I do a lot of different things. And not only that, those are like the markets and that are out there, but I also like to do workshops and birthday parties and things like that. So I'm always looking for ways that I can help people fundraise, to come up with like a story through a piece of jewelry that I can help. I've also helped fundraise for mission trips. A few years ago, I went to New Zealand and I had to raise over $10,000, and I used jewelry as a way to help me get there, along with support letters and things. So I believe that using jewelry is a way that you can create a unique piece that you can get out there to help tell your story, because if you may not, I think it's cool when you wear a piece and people are like, hey, oh, I really like that. Then you're like, oh, well, let me tell you about this piece, and I'm using this to fundraise. And then sometimes people want that. And I think that's a really good way to share a message, is through something that you can wear.
And you do something every holiday season. Talk about that.
Yes. I have A Little Love Goes a Long Way, and I have a jewelry box drive, and this is my 4th year. It started 4 years ago, and this was actually one of the first boxes that was ever decorated by a 10-year-old, and we would create blessing bracelets. So I fill these with jewelry. They're $10. They go to businesses or nonprofits that help kids and teens. And I really focus on especially on the teenagers. So we decorate the boxes, we pray over them. I have a prayer that goes with it. And they go locally here in Texas, and then I also have some that go overseas. So last year we had about 708 boxes, so my goal this year is 1,000.
Outstanding. Okay, we have some beautiful pieces here. There's a backstory to some of these. Why don't you talk about them?
Yes, okay. Well, I have a chili pepper earring. So when I lived in El Paso several years ago, I was a triathlete and would also help with a cycling organization, the Chili Pepper Challenge. So I created the official Chili Pepper Challenge earrings. So you see the chili peppers, and I would put bike charms on them, and then the proceeds would actually go back to the El Paso Diabetes Association. So it was a way that, that people could wear something that they love, but the proceeds also went to help philanthropy. We live in Texas. I've got some boots, so we got to have our boot, scoot, and boogie. Pink is my color, obviously, but I can do that in other colors. So the cowboys, you can find them on my website. If you want the ones with blue, I can help. The ones are here with the turquoise. I've done mission trips, and those were part of my Navajo Land fundraiser. Those are actual Sleeping Beauty turquoise. The mine is now closed, so that is legit real stones. Then you'll see some mermaid tails. I'm a scuba diver, and I have a scuba diving shop, Scuba Adventures of 75. They sell my jewelry. And cool. So I like to find places, again, that I can make a unique niche. And so those are some fun things. And then I've got Premier Designs here. They went out a few years ago, and I have access to their inventory. And what's really great is partnering a ministry partner where the proceeds from this jewelry, it goes to help end human trafficking by helping survivors get furnishings for apartments when they make that transition. So I love having beautiful, creative things that you can wear, but there is a backstory that goes along with each and every piece.
And then you were educating me, there's something called straw charms?
Yeah, straw charms, straw covers. Yes, so I'm helping a friend get these plunge mugs out. So I've got lots of these on my website. But what is selling like hotcakes and what's like really popular are these. They're straw covers. So not only can we accessorize our bodies from like head to toe, we can also accessorize our cups and mugs with the straw covers. And then also I've got stickers. This is one of my favorites. No matter how much chocolate you eat, your earrings will still fit. So no matter what diet you're on, my earrings will still fit. And so you can get that fun sticker on a button.
I love it. We were on your Facebook and we just found so many wonderful pictures. I want you to kind of narrate them as we scroll through some of these pictures.
Okay, this is at First Friday. I had a woman, I do some like promotions, and she's also an upcoming vendor. And so what I love about going out to First Fridays is I get to meet people. And so when I find out they're also talents, I like to encourage other entrepreneurs. So I hope she comes out. This was actually just a few days ago at a local church craft fair, and I like to set up shop. And so that was a lot of fun to go out there. This is behind the scenes. This was at the Dallas Women's Expo. So you can see that there's a lot of chaos, organized chaos that goes on when you put a show together. And yeah, you got to have the fun creative shot once you, but it's a lot of fun. So you can just see the work that I do, that I put into the display. And this is a special family. We've got some really good friends that are supportive, one of my youth families. And then, the holidays, this was at a high school locally, and it was a cheer competition. And so I made a lot of cheerleading jewelry to go there. So, and this is the second year when I did my jewelry box drive, and over 300 boxes went to MetroCrest Services that year. So you can just see the work that goes into each box. And that's my mama. She came last year to El Paso, and she helped me with the Junior League Christmas Fair, which I'll be back again this year. And you can just see that my stuff is pretty popular and people like looking, and I step outside my booth. I really try to be interactive. I don't like to be linear, like, okay, you're the customer. I like to be very interactive. And it's a lot of fun, and I just really enjoy the God-given talent that I have and being able to express that through colors and pieces. And I also have guy jewelry, Jeff, just so you know.
Really?
Like, I have things for guys, like lava bracelets and...
Well, let's talk a little bit about your faith, because I know that's so important to you. How does it play a role in your business?
Well, my ministry verse is Colossians 1:17. He is before all things, and through him he holds all things together. So when you have a bracelet and you have beads, I think of God as a string, and he holds all pieces together. And so each bead is an aspect of our life, our relationships, our finances, our education, whatever it is that we're going through. I think about that. Even the earrings, the post that hold things together. I think of God as doing that, and he wants to be in every aspect of our life. And so I do jewelry workshops that actually teach kids that, and women. And I like to just share my faith and use this as a way to honor him and glorify him. And it's been such a wonderful journey, and I am blessed beyond measure.
Okay, we're almost out of time. So final thoughts. What would you like to leave people with?
Well, I want you to see that this is one of the first boxes, and I want you to open this box because there's a little surprise.
Oh,
so take it out.
Sweet.
Okay, what does it say?
It says real news on it.
Yes, it does.
That is so cool.
And so that's like
That's awesome. Okay, it's going on the wrist right now.
There you go.
That's awesome.
And that's
You're
like,
so sweet.
Thank you. And that's like the reaction that I want. Like when kids open a box, or an adult, whoever it is that receives the jewelry, if it's from the box drive or it's a gift, it's a story. And this is your story. I remember working at the TV station with you, and all of this was just conversations. It was the dream, right? And now it's happening. And so my gift to you of continue your story, and maybe you'll wear it someday and someone's going to be like, hey, what does that say? And then, then maybe you'll have another guest come on. So I'm glad I can help you.
I would love it. Here.
You're amazing.
You're amazing. Likewise, we're going to end with the website, which is beadcrazyshannon.com. The great Shannon Osborne. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.